Hello, everyone. I hope you are doing very well. Well, I'm super excited and very happy because, well, I'm creating this new opportunity for you that you are behind this screen or this TV. I don't know where, or actually behind your telephone, to give you more information about pre-construction. So I had this idea to get in touch with some developers around the Bay and to get to know them a little bit more and actually, well, to get to know more about the product that they are offering. And today, well, we have Santiago, which is the developer from Oasis Puerto Vallarta. How are you, Santiago?
Very well. Thank you very much, Poncho. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, enjoying the weather that we have here. And I know that we talked before we start about how is your weather over there. So I think I have more benefits here with the sun and the beach and the people too. I don't know.
No question about that. Absolutely.
That's good. So let's start. So where are you from, Santiago?
I'm originally from Mexico City,
Yeah.
but I have been living in San Francisco for the past 20 plus years. So I moved here in '99, and I moved to work for one of the biggest architectural firms in San Francisco called KMD Architects. And about 10 years ago, I decided it was time to move on, open my own practice. And since then, I've been doing projects in Mexico, in San Francisco, Sonoma, and we try to have less clients and more quality projects to give them the proper attention they deserve.
That's fantastic. And I think that's what people love. And that's what people want, so that's pretty cool. So you say that you started in 1999 is when you start to do start to developing. Is that what it is?
We started development a little bit before that. I would say that probably our first project was in Mexico City, 1995. And since then, we've done projects in Mexico City, in Puerto Vallarta, in Punta Mita, and we also do real estate development here in the Bay Area.
Oh, that's fantastic. So, well, I think for people that are seeing or watching this, if they're interested also to see something in San Francisco, I'm sure they can give you a call or something like that to get in touch with you.
Absolutely, yes, absolutely.
That's good. So, what do you love about Puerto Vallarta?
Well, what's not to love? I've been going there since I was a little kid, and there's so many things that are unique to that city. I think my favorites would be, first of all, there's a strong sense of community, right? People love Vallarta, they take care of it, they belong, either locals or foreigners. I think that sense of community brings people together, and I really like that way of life, that lifestyle, even more so where we are at and close to the downtown. I think that level of interactivity between everyone really brings out the best of people and the town. I also, of course, being myself an architect, love the architecture. It's very traditional, colonial. Of course, there's a few exceptions. Not everyone does it that way, but for the most part, I think that the architecture in Vallarta is also really nice, and there's a lot of good things that I particularly take from that context to try to bring it into my design criteria. The restaurants, the bars, the art scene is incredible. I think it's also something that tops the charts for me. But most importantly, I think that it's authenticity of the lifestyle, right? So people really enjoy the way of the little town and people walking the cobblestone streets and going to the market and walking down to the Malecón. And I think that is great about this town. Not every city or town in Mexico has that. So those would be my favorites, I think.
That's good, and I totally agree with you, especially with the food, that we have a lot of food selection here that you can try everything. I mean, I know in San Francisco you have a lot of different type of food, but Vallarta, I think, has a good level of restaurants that everyone can try. So they will love it here. So,
Absolutely.
why do you choose El Caloso to build Oasis?
Oof, I don't know who chose who. At the end, I'm saying this because we came across this incredible piece of land, I don't know, 15 or more years ago. And we thought it was just an incredible location with huge potential. Back then, nobody thought about developing in this area. It was too far away. The project or the context was gentrifying. It wasn't as it is today, but we thought that that big piece of land and that river frontage made it unique. And with a little bit of vision and a lot of patience, we managed, as you know, to do the first phase, which we built and sold more than 10 years ago. And we waited for the right moment to start with Oasis, which is what you well know now we're doing. And I think that also El Caloso is changing, right? The other day that I was there, I managed to go to a few restaurants in the neighborhood, and these are really nice restaurants. Walking around at the Plaza del Caloso really offers some authentic lifestyle. We're actually hoping we can help the community by improving certain areas, by doing additional landscaping in the plaza, maintaining it as well, and offering a bit of better infrastructure for the community as well.
That's good. So did you try La Fina restaurant that is just behind the El Caloso?
That's the one I'm referring to. I was so surprised by not only the food, but the scene, super small, really nice, 4 or 5 table restaurant with 2 or 3 on the sidewalk. I thought it was incredible to have that so close to our project.
Yeah, I mean, I was impressed. Actually, as a funny fact, sorry, you need to do a reservation. So when I was there, when I met you at the opening, so I was with a friend and we were like, okay, let's go to La Fina. And then our friends, all the realtors told us like, no, it's no way that you're going to find a seat there. But we were so lucky that we got a seat. So it was perfect. We had the chance to try the food. And yes, I recommend people that they are planning to invest in Oasis, to go to La Fina restaurant. So tell me, what makes Oasis unique? What do you think?
Well, I think I said it a bit on my previous answer, which is the size of the land, but most importantly, the proximity to the river. There's many projects that are beachfront, and they're now have a tight piece of land. Everyone is trying to face the ocean, and then you have limited views, and then you're paying a fortune for all those beachfront properties, right? And then there's the projects that are in the Zona Romantica, which are about the party and being in the epicenter of things, and also the rooftop. And we have this very unique condition where we have an incredible riverfront that we are actually really taking huge advantage of. So our building faces the river. Our amenities are all along the river, the front and the back of the building as well. And we have this natural breeze that comes up the river because that's the natural flow of air that hits our projects and the projects beyond, that is very particular. And if you pair that with great city and ocean views, and we also have the incredible rooftop terrace with the views and the bar and all that, but the location, the river, and the size of our lot, which allows for incredible amenities and river walks and gardens, I think that's that's what makes our project unique.
That's fantastic. I cannot wait until the project is finished. Some of my agents, one of my agents sold some of units there. Friends of mine, they bought over there, and actually a client of mine actually bought a unit there, and all of them, they're very excited, and they're just looking to see the final product, the same as me. So who is buying in Oasis? It's single people, investment, people that are looking this as an investment, full-time residents. So what do you think that is the majority of people that they are buying in Oasis right now?
I'll tell you who's not buying. Our crowd is not the spring break crowd that doesn't really care much about the context or the surroundings. We have either full-time residents or people that are there for at least half of the year, right? Maybe 6 months, even more, and then eventually become full-time. So the people that bought in Rivera Quale and are buying in Oasis are people that want to be close to the action, but not in the center of the hurricane, right? If you go to the Zona Romantica on Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, it's like non-sleep until 2 a.m., 3 a.m. So yeah, it's cool that you have the party nearby, but it's also a place that if you're living there full time, you don't want that on a day-to-day basis. So our full-time residents, which is what we have as a majority of residents in Rivera Quale, they come here to relax, to live the town, to go to the Fina restaurant, to go to the market for their groceries. And of course, if you want to party, it's just 10 blocks away. But our project is tailored, I believe, and the market has actually chosen us to be more of a full-time resident than anything else.
That's fantastic. And the last question, and I think is the most important: why people should consider to buy a property in pre-construction from your perspective?
Well, I think that the question that people ask themselves in buying in pre-construction is, will the developer deliver on its promise, right? Here I am putting some money down. What if I never see them again? So we have an impeccable record. We've been there for 15 years. We have many more projects in Punta Mita, in Puerto Vallarta, and south of Puerto Vallarta. If you ask even all the residents in Rivera Quale, we're there. We're hands-on. Any type of situation arises, we're there to work with the HOA to make it right. And we have our name ahead of us that we don't want to just have it misused or not being able to finish on time is not what we do. We have a reputation to uphold. We are well on our way with the construction of Oasis. If you are able to see the construction progress today, we are making these huge inroads in the foundation of the building, which is going down to the bedrock. And so all the efforts are going into the project and into the job site. And finally, we have sold more than 50% of our product. So many times, if projects don't have the right absorption and you're trying to sell 50 and you are selling 5, then it's like, oh, well, should we begin or not? Because maybe the market is not there. For us, 3 months out since we begun our sales, and we've sold more than 50%. So we are way past our line to go, no-go decision, and we're moving forward strongly and very quickly, actually.
That's good. And I think it's a super good product with the location. And as you said, well, I do believe that Caloso, it's the next. I like that it's Zona Romantica, and also all the growth, it's just going into that area that it's kind of connected. Or is connected, and the only thing that divide one part of the city or one part of the town to the other part is just the 200, and I think makes a lot of sense to have that area. and if you want to be more quiet or something, but also that you can have that local flavor over there with the restaurants too, and also just 10 blocks walking to the beach. So I think that's fantastic. So well, thank you so much for taking the time to answer these questions to me and to all these people, to all the people that I'm sure they're watching this video. Thank you so much. And well, if you want to know more about Oasis, feel free to send me an email, and I'll be very happy to share the information, and actually keep checking my YouTube channel and my Instagram videos about the progress that I'm doing into Oasis, and you will see. So thank you so much, Santiago, and well, we'll see you soon.
Absolutely. Thank you, Poncho. Hope to see you soon.
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.